Tinubu's deadline in the United States expires as top four secrets US to expose. We must know Tinubu's identity. Breaking news. Hello, people. Welcome back once again to my YouTube channel. I must tell you for the fact that there is no way Bola Tinubu is going to escape this particular problem that he has in the United States of America. Of course, he was thinking that, Atiku Abubakar will only focus on the Nigerian judiciary where he can use his money and influence to influence the decision of the judges, which was the same thing he did before he became the governor of Lagos State. He used money to buy over the judges and actually, manipulated a whole lot of results and evidence and everything and submitted it, and they allowed him to contest for the governorship position in Lagos State. But he didn't even know, as a matter of fact, that one of the biggest mistakes he made was to contest for the presidential position, because as the number one citizen of this particular country, you will be exposed. All your hidden secrets will definitely will be revealed by your opposition and by your fellow presidential candidate. And this is what is happening now. As a matter of fact, I told you guys that the United States, the court in the Chicago, Illinois, in the United States of America, gave Bola Tinubu, as of today, being 23rd day of August 2023, to explain to him, because the court itself yesterday have ruled that it has jurisdiction to rule and to hear over this particular matter. Now the court gave Tinubu a grace of today to tell the court why he doesn't want the university, being Chicago State University, to release some of his documents to Atiku Abubakar. And as a matter of fact, from the information and from everything we've got until this particular moment that you are listening and viewing this particular video, Tinubu has not even countered or submitted or filed any petition to why he doesn't want the Chicago State University to release some of his documents to Atiku Abubakar. And this is a very serious case, because we can't have a number one citizen that is so ashamed of showcasing the world what he actually obtained from the university which he claimed he attended, which is a very serious case. And this is a case of identity theft that Atiku Abubakar and the whole Nigerians are interested in trying to uncover and discover the reality about this particular man. I must tell you for the fact, and there are about 4 top secrets the United States will expose, as a matter of fact, because they vowed to know, and they vowed, the Chicago State Court and the judges, they have vowed, and the Atiku Abubakar's lawyers, they have vowed to understand the true identity of Bola Tinubu. Now, there are top 4 secrets that the US wants to expose, and this is going to be a global embarrassment on the side of Bola Tinubu. If I were to be him, I would just confess, honestly speaking with you, other than having being a global embarrassment and bringing a very dirty image to this particular country. Now, the first thing US wants to expose is that who is the real person of Bola Tinubu, because the United States and this particular court has seen the discrepancies, because the Bola Tinubu that is claiming the results of the Bola Tinubu in Chicago State University have different dates of birth. I told you guys categorically that the Bola Tinubu that attended the Chicago State University was born in 1954, while the one that is our so-called president now was born in 1952. So is it that the Bola Tinubu and this Bola Tinubu are different or are the same set of people? When US saw these documents and the biodata of Bola Tinubu in Nigeria and the biodata of him in the Chicago State University, they became more keen and interested in unraveling that the real identity of this particular man. And again, the United States understood that this Bola Tinubu that attended Chicago State University is or was a Black American citizen. Why Tinubu in his biodata in Nigeria has claimed and stated and sworn under oath and under affidavit that he is not a citizen of any other country apart from being a Nigerian, that he did not acquire the citizenship of US when he went to attend school in US. Meanwhile, the documents that the Chicago State University have in their possession reveal that Tinubu, as a matter of fact, is a Black American citizen. And apart from that, the sex of or the gender of this particular man is a very big problem, because the Tinubu that attended this Chicago State University identified as a female in the transcript that that person submitted, while the Tinubu we know or will have as our president now is a man. So the first thing that the US wants to uncover, as a matter of fact, is the true identity of who is actually the owner of this name, Bola Tinubu, because this is a serious case of identity theft. Now, the second question the US wants to, or the second secret that the US wants to uncover is who are the people who connive, if peradventure this person stole the identity of this Bola Tinubu, which is most likely. Who are the people who connived with this particular man to actually, perpetrate this particular act on US soil? Because it's a very big offense and a criminal offense for you to steal the identity of somebody. Of course, Tinubu did not do it alone. If at the end of the day he's being found guilty, he did not do it alone, because he did it with a conspiration or with the cooperation of a whole lot of people, including the US, some of the US citizens. So the persons who have connived, even the ones that Tinubu brought this, that claim that gave him the Chicago State University, which is submitted to Inec, because from all indications, the format of this result that he submitted to the court in the Election Petition Tribunal and to Inec is not the same format of results that are being issued by Chicago State University. So whoever must have issued that particular certificate should equally be brought to book. Even if it's a registrar or any person working under the Chicago State University, the person must come out to authenticate and tell us how he had to issue this particular certificate and why was the format that he issued to Tinubu quite different from entire results that the Chicago State University graduates always get. And apart from that, now what happened to the real owner? When the US wants to investigate a case, they will definitely go to the root of the problem. The next top secret that this particular US court wants to unravel is what happened to the real owner of this particular listing. If peradventure it is a case of identity theft, what happened to this Bola Tinubu, who is a female in the United States and who is a black American citizen? Because we don't know, anything can happen. That for Tinubu to come and steal the identity of this particular person, or that is allegedly stole the identity of this particular person, we don't know what happened to the person that you stole the identity from. It's a very big case, and you as a matter of fact would want to know what happened, if the person is still alive, if the person is still existing, and what is the background history of this particular person that his or her identity was actually stolen. And if you all could remember, the last secret that the United States wants to unravel and uncover is Tinubu's drug-related activity in the United States. If you all could remember, in his account, Bola Tinubu's account had proceeds of drug trafficking and of heroin and a whole lot of hard drugs in it. The proceeds in his own account. And as you all could know, a house that Tinubu bought in the United States was the warehouse where this drug trafficking and where these drugs and everything were stored. So these are the doors that the United States even wants to unravel, because you cannot come to their soil and commit a whole lot of atrocity and expect that you go scot-free. There is no end or time for any crime. And I believe that United States, they will go deep to investigate a whole lot of things about this particular man. Because these three things might definitely be related. The identity theft and the drug-related activities of Bola Tinubu in the United States. And that is Chicago, and because all these things happened within Chicago, it was a Chicago court in Illinois that actually ruled that Tinubu's account had about should forfeit $460,000 as of then, because it contained millions of profit from drug trafficking and all that. The same Chicago. And that means a whole lot of things is fishy, because if we dig deeper, definitely a whole lot of information is going to be revealed. Bola Tinubu have refused to, file his petition. And today is the deadline given to him. So we don't know the reason and probably what he's running away from. Because he was a person that first of all went and got and employed about 5 lawyers to defend him and to prevent Chicago State University from releasing some of his documents to Atiku Abubakar. Now, they give him a deadline today and he doesn't want to file the petition yet. Well, it is quite pathetic. Well, in case he files this petition, I'll bring it up here for you guys to see what his defense will be, why Chicago State University shouldn't release his documents to Atiku Abubakar. Well, I would like you guys to drop your comments in the comment section. Tell me exactly what you think about this recent development.